Good morning, I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico style, and it's not a terrible Tuesday for you, it's your Friday.
It's my Friday, and it's only a half day, so.
That's right,
so
she is going
home.
Yes, so you're gonna be like the South Carolina surfer. I was the Jersey hair girl when I came back, so you know, you're gonna have to bring pictures of your surfing techniques.
Okay, and hopefully, you know, there's actually another system out there.
Oh no.
That we're watching, Jose. So,
Jose.
But yeah, it's gonna turn out to sea, I think, but still, maybe I'll bring in some waves for the surf there. I hope it stays out to sea, though. We don't need another Irene to deal with.
We do not need that kind of drama. Speaking of drama, you know I have to talk about how embarrassing. I watched Bachelor Pad, of course, last night. That show, I'm sorry, it makes me nuts. These people are crazy, and I'm crazier for even watching it, but I watched it because I wanted to see the reveal of the new Dancing with the Stars cast.
Oh, yeah.
Of course, that's not really why I watched it, but that helped. I'm embarrassed to say the fact is that I just like watching the escape of other people's lives totally in a mess. It's just unbelievable. And embarrassing. So the new Dance with the Stars cast was revealed. That was on the commercial breaks.
Right.
Okay, ABC reveals it, and here is the list. Let's get this out, okay? You ready? You ready? We'll go back and forth, okay? So Ricky Lake, former talk show host.
Yes.
She's one.
Yeah, we have Kristen Cavallari.
Yeah, we've got Rob Kardashian. He's cute. He's probably one of the cuter boys on this season.
Yeah, China Phillips.
Yes, she was
the wrestler.
No,
China?
that's
a
the
different
other China. This is China Phillips from her parents were Beach Boy and Mama and Papa. She's Michelle Phillips' daughter. She sang with Wilson Phillips. That was
Wilson.
Carney.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay,
they sang.
Got you on that one.
Hold on. Okay, and also ready for this? David Arquette.
Yes.
He's cleaning up his act and getting on the dance floor. Interesting.
And this one's my favorite.
Who?
No, Nancy Grace. I will have to watch just to see Nancy Grace, and I want to see the judges give it to her.
I know.
I want to see them just let loose on her because she's always, anytime you turn the channel, blah, 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 blah.
Outspoken.
She's very outspoken.
She's like, I did not mess up that foxtrot.
It'll be funny to see the roles reversed.
I love it. I'm excited.
From Tot Mom to Foxtrot, I don't know.
I think it's going to be interesting. Yeah. And we also, you know, that beautiful, beautiful Elizabetta Canales, she was George Clooney's ex-girlfriend. Beautiful woman. She's going to be the eye candy for the men. And not so much eye candy, but interesting. Chaz Bono, the newly turned man. That's the only son of Sonny and Cher. Used to be only daughter. So that should be interesting. Very interesting. Anyone else good?
I'm not really sure on a lot of these other ones, actually.
I like Carson Kressley. He used to be on Queer for the Straight Guy. He is such a cool fashionista in his own right. I love him. So he's going to be on. So that should be fun. So those are some of the highlights.
So
we'll see how it goes.
And I was looking like on Facebook and Twitter and stuff on some of the comments. A lot of people kind of disappointed with the lineup.
Yeah.
It's a little weak, but I think there's some good ones.
Well, you know, it always starts like that. Every time you see that, you're always like, oh, that cast is weird. But you know what? They grow on you. So we'll see what happens. And of course, X Factor coming up on Fox soon this fall also. So lots of fun reality talent shows coming up. And season 13 of Dancing with the Stars premieres Monday, September 19th. So fun.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Now, Hurricane Irene, back to that, it packed a punch, and in the calm after the storm, the death toll has now risen to 40, and 5 million homes and businesses are still without electricity.
Fox News correspondent Adam Housley has more on how some are handling the storm's aftermath.
In addition to the dozens of human deaths, a countless number of pets and livestock have also fallen victim to the storm. One Delaware farmer says he lost nearly all of his chickens.
14 inches of rain, the water came up and it just flooded both chicken houses, and as a result, all the chickens are dead, and it's just a big mess.
In North Carolina, it's all about the financial impact that business owners are now facing.
This will all have to be torn out and redone. Dollar-wise, hard to tell. I'd say it's 6 figures for sure.
After touring the damage done in parts of his state, Pennsylvania Governor Tom Corbett says he's taken aback by the power of the floodwater.
I am amazed at what water can do to concrete and to asphalt and to the bridges that we have, and it's done quite a job here.
In the Garden State, residents say they're overwhelmed by the devastation.
I'm in shock. I can't believe it, really. My house for 22 years and now
While Irene rolled through the East Coast over a couple of days, her impact will still be felt for some time.
The River Forecast Center for the Northeast was reporting that some of these rivers may not crest for 2 to 3 days, so the extent of impacts we still won't know.
Unbelievable. Horrible. Some hospitals in the cities hit by Hurricane Irene reported an increase in babies born, though. That's the upside of all this. Interesting, a lot of births this weekend, and they actually say that it's likely due to a sudden drop in the barometric pressure. Now, the barometric pressure is always getting blamed for something, isn't it?
Yes, bad hair.
Right?
Usually when you have lower pressure, that
you get higher humidity.
So bad hair.
Explain the barometric pressure to people who don't understand it.
Right, well, I don't know about that. I'll have to look into that whole thing about the babies, because you would think that if it's lower pressure, then you would think anybody pregnant taking off in an airplane.
Yes.
A sudden low pressure drop. And
yeah,
are you going to go into labor?
Right.
So I don't know. I'll have to look into that. I've never heard of that before.
I know.
We never studied that in meteorology school.
I never learned
But
it
interesting,
either.
you know, hey, if that's the statistics, I mean, maybe there's something to be said for that. I don't know.
They were saying they were putting a lot of these babies that were born, they were naming them Irene or giving them the middle name Irene. So anyway, interesting. Meanwhile, speaking of babies, parenthood isn't actually easy for one Illinois mom. This is really interesting. An Illinois appeals court recently dismissed a case in which 2 adult children sued their mother, get this, for emotional distress because the kids claimed that damages were caused when she didn't buy them toys, sent them birthday cards they didn't like, told them to buckle their seatbelts, and asked them to be home at midnight. So emotional distress, sue your mama.
Abusive parents. Such abuse.
What? Crazy?
For doing their job.
I know.
You know, you can get sued for anything. It all started with the coffee.
It all started with McDonald's.
And now, where are we today? This is
kids,
not good.
you should appreciate your mom telling you to buckle up. In the meantime, an Alaska mother is also making news. This is interesting. Yesterday, a judge gave Jessica Bigley, the so-called hot sauce mom, a suspended jail sentence in an Anchorage courtroom, so long as Bigley continues with anger management therapy.
It all started when the mother was convicted of misdemeanor child abuse in connection with a video she submitted to Dr. Phil. It shows her putting hot sauce in the mouth of her 7-year-old adopted son and forcing him to also to take a cold shower.
This is weird.
Yeah, I mean, that's But you know what? I remember if I ever talked back or sassed, I had to brush my teeth with soap. I wonder if that would be like, yeah, they would put soap on the toothbrush.
She really had
to do that.
You wash your mouth out with soap?
Yeah, that's what we were told. Your mouth will get,
See, now I would
I don't know. Is that abusive these days? I don't know. But
I don't know. Hot sauce? I mean, here in New Mexico, forget it. We'd be in big trouble in this state if parents were getting in trouble for giving hot sauce to kids or anything that had a hot spice. That would be an issue. So anyway, let's not sue our parents, and let's not submit tapes to Dr. Phil that can get us in trouble.
Yeah.
That's the moral of the story. In the meantime, let's talk about the weather.
Okay, not looking too bad today. It's going to be hot and humid, but I think fewer storms around. Here's the forecast.